Hey guys, thanks for the awesome feedback on this how to stop caring what people think of you series. If you just found this video, this is part 6 and you can find the playlist with many other great tips in the description. I really want you to have this part of your life handled, because with the right tools it is often not that difficult to get over it. And it will open so many doors in your life, it's unbelievable. I really believe that there is so much leverage to improve your life quality if you got this part of your life handled. So let's jump right into the first piece of advice. Think about other people's true motivations. I read a study that found that many negative judgments come from people that envy you. They found that people who are negatively judging others and trying to ridicule them by saying they are silly or ridiculous actually envy the other person for their freedom to act silly. So really knowing other people's true motivations can often be tricky, because people often will try to hide their true motivations. So ask questions like, does this person have my best interest in mind? Or does the other person feel insecure, jealous or even threatened? Keep that in mind. Sometimes others want to pull you down to their level, and they do this by judging you, because they feel that the other person is superior to them. It's like the thing with the crabs in the bucket. Put one crab in a bucket and it will escape. Put 2 crabs in a bucket and they will stay there forever, because whenever one crab almost gets out, the other one will grab it and pull it down and prevent it from escaping. Keep that in mind next time when you worry about a judgment, and try to find some empathy for the person and their self-esteem issues. My next tip is especially helpful if you think that you are a real hardship case, and it is, master this topic. If you really feel like you are a people pleaser, and if you feel like you have an approval addiction, don't just watch my videos about this topic and don't just stop after doing the exercises. Make stop caring a side project of your life and set some time away to really educate yourself about this topic. Google and learn about things like approval addiction or what it really means to be a people pleaser. And if you're into Reddit, there is a subreddit that is called How to Not Give a Fuck, with something like close to 250,000 subscribers. There are also some books I read about this topic. As of now I can recommend You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, No More Mr. Nice Guy by Dr. Robert Glover, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson, The 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem by Nathaniel Branden, and How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. There is no need to write them down right now, because you will find them listed in the description. And if you're too lazy to read, just look out for some book summaries. As of now, I have reviewed some of the mentioned books on my channel. And if you are watching this someday in the future, there will probably be even more content about this topic. My next piece of advice for you, if you care a lot about others judging you, just think about the accuracy of their judgment. Really think about it. How can someone else that doesn't know anything about your feelings, your goals, your motives and your past make an accurate judgment about you? They often cannot judge about what is best for you, even if they like pretending that they can. The best person to make an accurate judgment is you. This can really help you to understand that even if others judge you, that it is very likely that they are wrong, because they can't see you as a whole the way you can. The next tip is, do the Stop Caring for 10 Days challenge. The rules are simple. Write down the time and date and try to stop caring for 10 days. If you care 5 seconds or longer, set the timer back. This will help you a lot. What this does is, it trains your mental muscles to get out of this caring too much state. Remember that your mental muscles work the same way as your normal muscles. When you use them a lot, they will grow. If you take on the challenge, over time you will get used to catching bad thoughts and you will find better and better coping mechanisms so that you can easily snap out of this state of mind more quickly. And this tip goes hand in hand with my next piece of advice for you guys. Try to monitor yourself in difficult situations. If you already got your cell phone out to set the timer for the challenge, just go to your notes app and write down 2 short questions. What situation? What did I fear? Whenever you catch yourself caring too much, pull out your phone and write down 2 quick answers to those questions. And of course, try to be honest. The next step is to sit down every night before going to bed and have a look at each situation and answer 2 more questions. What can I do to prevent it next time? And what are the similarities between these situations? Yes, you're probably not a psychologist, but you will be able to recognize patterns. And having a default coping mechanism ready for the next time will help you tremendously. This can be really powerful, guys. My next tip is to forget about perfectionism. Many people often care what others think because they feel like that they have to be perfect in every possible way. To them it feels like the only way to stop caring is becoming a perfect human being that reaches all their goals and always lives up to all expectations of their family and society. This is because we are taught to be perfectionists. And maybe when you were a child you came back home and you got a B and your mom said, "Oh, I bet you can get an A the next time." Tips to escape the perfectionism trap are: understand that perfectionism is an ideal, not something that actually happens anywhere in the real world. Another great tip is to think about what important lessons you wouldn't have learned if it had not been for the mistakes you made. But also, celebrating your successes, even minor ones, like passing an exam with a C, will help you a lot. Another very important thing that you should always keep in mind and that helped me tremendously is: understand that being liked is not the same as being right. If you do the right thing, some people will judge you and won't like you at all, even if you know that this was the right thing to do. Just think of many politicians who often have to make very difficult decisions. Even if they decide in good conscience, many people will not like them for their decision. Remember that the opposite of this situation is also true. You can do something that makes you liked, even though it was the wrong thing to do. Before you leave, guys, make sure to give this video a like to help out my channel and share this video with a friend. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to not miss the highly requested book review, which I will post in a few days. Thanks a lot and see you in a couple of days.